All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
There you go. Go ahead, Mom 54. I got you, son.
First carry for Nick Chubb.
Oh,
he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Kill. 47. Switch. Check 26. Go now. We're going to 54 right here. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Nigga hit stick in every fucking play. Should I should I get a German while I'm
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Watch the pass. We're going to 54. Right here. Jump.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill.
Off the play fake. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
My AirPods.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
I fair catched it and
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go, Chomp.
And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play that time out of Chubb. 69 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Big stop, Key. Big stop. Let's go. Check it out, read. Showing up. Check 3.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Mike, 55. Right there.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. 1 first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So 1 play and they're already just shy of midfield. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Back to throw. Love. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott off play action. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Chubb. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come out here in the I. Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Looking to throw. Love. This will be caught by Brown. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Ready. Pilot, 64, weak. Getting an exit. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Woo-hoo. Mike 51. I'm coming. Buzz. Hey, Mike 51. Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, Love. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Final play of the half. Prescott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Pass rush, man.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a third down.
Let's put them on the buses. 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. C6. Let's go.
Back to throw. Love. Going up top.
God, how the fuck?
It's got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Titans. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wow. Made a fucking touchdown.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Bullshit, bro. Like that.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, Prescott. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Sucker. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. On 1st down, Moss. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Love. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards on the play.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
It's Carl Smith, and they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
That's another. First and goal.
From the gun, Love. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
27, 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashad Evans Gibbs, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
On 1st down, Love. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Hey, switch gears.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jurrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
At the Browns' 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Love. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 32 that time. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
17.
Oh, man.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
The 39-yard line.
Check. Tighten up.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Page 3, 218. Chopper. In your face. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.